All right. All right, beautiful guys. Welcome to another webinar. So I'm just going to quickly mute everybody just to make sure that there isn't any noise coming through, and then we can get going. So last week we looked at a few trades. We looked at the Euro CAD, GBP CAD, and CAD JPY. And I didn't really put the categories right here because some of them are high risk trade, and I remember saying you shouldn't even trade some of them. So what we're going to do is a quick recap of what we did last week, and then look at maybe one or two trades that might occur this week. So last week we had the Euro CAD card. We have that sell on a Monday. So let's check on a Monday. So Monday was 23rd, right? And I presume last week this must have been a high risk trade because last week was a bit tense. So high risk trade, which was Monday, that really happened. I remember showing like price broke out and we expected something that looks most likely like this to happen, and exactly that literally did happen on Monday. So that rolled all the way down to Monday, Tuesday. But I remember I said the exit was on Thursday. But I mean, after seeing price coming into the support region right here, ideally you should have taken profit if you had gone in from around the red zone right here, which is a 200 moving average. So you should have taken at least, if I'm not mistaken, 170, 180 pips maximum, or minimum you should have taken at least 158 pips to 160 pips in profit. But if you had waited all the way till Thursday, the Thursday exit, you would have probably taken out at least 69 pips of profit on that one on Monday. So the EuroCAD, nevertheless, being a high risk trade, it did actually play out the same way we wanted it to play out. So well, that's a very good sign. The next one we actually looked at was GBP CAD sell on the Monday as well. So same thing goes for that. So on Monday, this is what happened. I mean, personally, when price first hit the 20 EMA right here, I'll have taken some profit off the table. So you'll have taken at least 100 pips. You might have not gotten at the top right here, probably got it somewhere in the middle right here, at least taking 77 pips off, and then probably on Tuesday taking 139 pips off, and on that same Tuesday, probably take an extra 189 pips off, depending on what your trade was. So that trade also did happen. The sell was on Monday. I remember these trades were all high risk trade. And then Thursday, we had that CAD JPY Thursday long. Let me just pull that up. I don't actually think that trade went through. So I'm just going to really pull that up right here. Okay, it's right next to it. So we had the CAD JPY for Thursday long. Right, I think that trade is not going to be something that goes through the entire week. I mean, it's going to go to actually next week, I think. So the trade is currently still on. But if you had gone in on Thursday on the long, price actually came down. I mean, I don't expect anybody to go in at the start of the opening candle. If you get your signal, which was the thing that I told you guys that before you trade any asset at all, you want it to be what's it called, above all the EMA to get your entry signal. If that didn't happen and you just went in straight for it, I hope you guys can actually hear me, but if you had gone in straight for this, let me just rearrange this mic a little bit. Right, if you had gone in straight for this on, let's say Thursday, right here, price actually first pulled down for about 60 some pips. A lot of people might have had a stop loss of 30 pips or so, you probably got raided. But if the people are like, if you have enough juice in your account and you're still holding, you're still looking okay, just losing about 37 pips. So even with the 37 pips loss and this two trades that's got in your favor, which has dropped over 200 pips, you're still perfectly should be in profit overall, over 200 pips, maybe even 300 pips in profit overall on these three trades that were called last week. So based on that, does anybody have any questions in regards to those three trades? I just had to literally zoom through them very fast. I didn't want them to, take too much time on this week. I try to do a recap of what's happening last week before I even move to anything to expect this week. Is there any question pertaining to all these three trades? Is there anything that you've done that you felt that is not, it's not correct? Or is there a way that we could have better increased our odds or chances with these trades? Or do you feel anything, about this trades? Let me know. So you can type that up in the comment section. And if you don't have any questions regarding to that, I like to move on to another thing. So the next one to move on to is the gold. So the guys that have traded gold since 3 weeks ago, the guys that got in right here, I think you should be smiling right now if you're still holding on to your gold. Remember, we're holding on to gold up until September. I think September the 8th or September the September 6th actually. No, hold on. Oh, before I confuse myself, this August I'm looking at. So yeah, we're holding this up to September the 6th. And remember, I said the ideal exit will be right here. You know, you want to take some position, most of the position out from there, which is about 164 pips away. I see no reason why price doesn't get to that point now, because especially price is broken out from here. And those guys that have gotten from somewhere around here, you know, including me, we should be about 890 some pips in profit, almost 900 to 1,000 pips in profit, right? So if you guys are still on the go trade, it's beautiful. For those guys that I told, I think last week or the week before, that you can't really get into this trade right now because of the way it is set up right now is high risk for people that didn't go in at this point, or some people that went in and closed their trades. You know, they didn't ride the entire trip. You might have to watch this trade go. You know, this trade only happens like once every single year. It doesn't drop it that much, but when it happens, it does look good. But this time around, it happens, and so far it's about 800 and something plus pips in profit for the guys that are in. I mean, I don't know who got the entry right here, but if you got your entry all the way down here, then it's about 1,300 plus pips for you already. You know, so that's something beautiful. I mean, you should teach me your strategy on getting in from down here if anyone knows how to get in from there. I mean, the support and resistance did show a line right here, but I wouldn't have literally gone in at that spot. So nevertheless, you know, we've had like 800 pips running on that one. So overall, the portfolio is looking good for, you know, for this year. And then this year, very, very good so far. This year has been a challenging one for trading, but and for traders as well, but it still looks good. So we have this checked, which played out the way we wanted. This played out also the way we wanted. This didn't play out the way we wanted. Maximal, you'll allow steady pips. If you haven't taken out your position, you probably still be, you know, in a negative, probably negative 37 pips at the moment. But you know, these two wins or overall have offset this one, because this two dropped over 300 pips already. So 37 pips loss is absolutely nothing. And this already dropped another 800 and something. So if you calculate all of that together, you probably in 1,000 plus pips in profit, regardless of whatever, you know, loss you might be facing. So that's to do with that. Does anyone have any questions in regards to any of that? Or does anyone need me to clarify on anything regarding to any of that? All right. And for the guys that got the new membership, just to point out something, you can actually get the indicators, the ones that I use right here on this, you know, the EMAs and the support and resistance and all of that. They're all present right here on the website. Just go to the indicator section and you can actually get it right there, you know. It could also redirect you to perhaps other websites that are selling indicators as well. So, you know, you can get your indicators right here. There's something good for you right here to, you know, capitalize on. Also, you have the money management sheet. You know, it's also something good for you guys to, you know, look into. The ebooks are very necessary. It's good for the read and audiobooks as well. And for the guys that really want to get in and want to get the indicators and know how it works, you know, just go to the website business.dmempire.co.uk/pricing. Right, I will post that in the Telegram group also for you guys. But if you come to the website, which you should receive emails from us probably every week, you know, if you just go to the pricing section from the menu, you should be able to get your membership right there. And if you're from Nigeria, for example, because we've had a lot of people from Nigeria also saying, you know, they can't get in because of the conversion rate, you can just contact me directly on Telegram or message someone on the website, and then someone will get back to you. Right, let's go into today, this week's trade. Okay, beautiful. Let's run. All right. I felt like I actually ran through that very quickly. Apologies if you don't understand what I'm saying or if I'm speaking too fast for you. I'm going to slow that down now. I just wanted to do a quick recap of Blackstreak's trade and the week before's trade. So, you know, it's not like we're just dumping trades and we're not going through them. You know, it's good to go through them. So this week, what we're going to do is this. We're going to look at all the COT reports. So for the guys that just got the indicator and want to understand how this stuff works, this is how I do my personal analysis. I don't take too long. I'll probably be done in the next 20 minutes. So I'm going to delete all of this because we don't need that anymore. So what I do is I open every single COT report that I have right here. And basically what I'm looking for is the commercial momentum, if they're all going in a specific direction. You know, if the consensus is it's pushing towards a specific direction, right? So that's what I first, you know, go through, and that's what I do first. All right. And then that would help me determine if there's an alignment. So with gold, what we can see right here with gold is gold, we have short. So as of the 24th, which was last week's CLT report, CLT, we have gold facing short, right? And these guys are going long, so that's beautiful for me. And if I really just zoom down, I see that gold is practically meant to drop, but as we can see from the futures price has been pushing up, so that's good. So we might actually see a drop in gold, but that's literally all the information I need. Just come here, look at commercials, look at where they're going long or short. They're going short, so boom, I have that written down right here. Short. Now the next asset I'm going to look at, Swiss franc. It's negative. It doesn't really give me any consensus. I let that go. JPY is going long, but I don't really like the amount that they're adding into it, but I'll put it down, but I'm going to put a star right next to it. If I don't have to look at it, I wouldn't look at it. Basically, I would look at the seasonality to see if there's any good move in regards to JPY, but if there isn't, I'll probably just dump this. I need something very heavy in terms of their movement. That isn't a good enough move, but this is good enough move because I took our position from the short side, and if we looked at this, just a tiny bit bump to the upside, so it's okay, but won't be my favorite, my first pick. Okay, beautiful. Now we look at the Euro FX. So the Euro FX added 19,000 new positions, so I'm just going to go Euro long, right? Now, for the new guys, I know some people have different what's it called? Different membership levels. Some people have the membership level that doesn't have the probability. Some people have the one that doesn't have seasonality. What I would like you to know is all tools work together. If you just capitalize on one or two tools and you're missing one or the other, that's not really good, because that could affect your trading consensus majorly. So I recommend having all tools together, using them together. I mean, it's like you're driving a car, but you say no because you have three tires that are very good, and one is very, very bad. It doesn't matter. It does really affect the performance of the car. The car won't move the way it's meant to move, so you're going to have a lot of drag. So you want to have all tires running smoothly. Okay. So the next one we look at is the dollar index. We see position, they're adding positions to the short side. Everybody seems to be adding position into the dollar, except from the non-commercials at the short side. They literally added zero. These guys are so short that they're putting all their money into the long side of the dollar last week. So I don't know what they're saying, but I tend to follow these guys anyway. So these guys are going against these guys, and one of these two guys are going to lose money. So I'd rather place my bet on the commercials because they have more money than these guys. So so I'm placing my money with a big guy. So dollar will go short. All right. Okay, we go short on dollar, and then CAD, there isn't anything right I need to look at. All of them are going red. Ooh, wow, these guys are pumping pounds. The Queen, everyone's pumping money in this country. All right. Up UK, right? They're pumping money in their long side, and these guys are pumping against them. So someone's definitely also going to lose right here. So these guys are pumping to the long. These guys are pumping to short. I keep, my long in place. And if I look at this, this is beautiful. This is literally beautiful for the pound. So what we're looking at right here is this. See that? Poof, that massive jump. Price hasn't reacted yet, so price is most likely going to react. Anytime we see a jump, there's a possibility of a reaction. Let's look at this part right here. When you had that part right here, you had that jump, you see that reaction, see that jump, see that reaction continued for a long time. So we had a little spike right here. We just had that little bump to the upside, little spike right here, price bump, little spike right here. Nothing happened. It doesn't happen 100% of the time. But you have that spike right here that's been coming, but nothing's happened so far. And this might just be the trigger. This might be the trigger, I don't know. Last time it happened right here, there wasn't anything that happened, but this might happen. So we will see the seasonality and see if it's in alignment with it. But yeah. So GBP, we have that long on that GBP. And then, AUD, we also have long, they're shooting really heavy on AUD. AUD seems to be climbing consistently, but the reaction hasn't taken place yet. So there's most likely going to be a long reaction in the AUD as well. So we're going to go AUD also, we go long. All right. And then we have the NZD finally, we have that also facing long. So, you know, they do have positions showing shorts as well, but the long position carries more weight than the short. And this guy had more short position than the long. So those guys, and overall, if you look at the, you know, the chart, it does really show a little bit of bump into the long side. So now just looking at this alone, barely looking at this, I can, you know, I can literally do away with the JPY. Every other thing seems to be going long, except from the USD going short. So if that's the case, I can literally trade these guys against the USD, depending on what the consensus or the seasonality is. If the consensus or seasonality is actually short in this, and these guys are long on seasonality, then USD might be the one to go against this week. And if we're going against the USD this week, guess what? Gold is going to actually go up. So we can actually neglect the short that's playing out right now on, you know, on the gold. So let's cancel that out. Let's see. Let's start with gold first. Right. If there isn't any alignment with it, we'll just move to the next one. I mean, we still holding our position, and you guys know what the take profit is going to be anyway. So, right. So 29th of 8, right. So we're right here now. So price, let's say tomorrow when price open, what we can see right now from the seasonality from the 40, 15, and 5 years up until 2017, we can see price going up. I purposely did not change this chart to go, you know, beyond 2017 because the price seems to be more stable around those regions. New influences have been in the market that could create noise, you know, and I don't want to have that in the chart because of, you know, the new noise up from 2019, 2020. So I kept it from 2017 the same way, right? So up until that time, like the 30th, you know, price from 30th, actually, we're going to see price start creeping up. But because of we're expecting a short on the CO2 report, so what I'm going to do is gold for this week will be a high risk trade. So I wouldn't even touch gold. Okay, because I already have position in it, so I don't really need to bother touching gold. But the thing is, you know, there's some guys that might have more skills than me in regards to trading and might think they can be able to capitalize on the gold move. So, you know, if you're able to capitalize on the gold move, feel free and jump into that asset, you know. But I personally wouldn't recommend it at all. You know, it won't be part of my recommendation. So the next thing I need to check on now is the JPY. So let's see what the JPY is saying in regards to positions. We're looking for long, but as I said, there isn't any that much, you know, power momentum in the JPY. So all we can do is, you know, on the 30th, which is tomorrow, you know, based on the 40, 15, and the 15 years, we see that buy coming into play. But then again, you know, the 5 years doesn't really support that. So it's kind of somewhere in the middle for me. You know, it's still looking like an Irish trade. Ideally, I want everything to be in support, like, you know, somewhere around like this on the 3rd. And then I can be more confident on taking the trade. So, but 3rd is on Friday, so it's probably going to be a day trade. But nevertheless, though, JPY might still be a buy. I just do not want to poke out, you know, any trade that doesn't really make sense. Okay. So the trick of the strategy is not just taking every trade just because of it, you know, you might get the opportunity. You want to be totally sure. If you really align yourself with everything, you have a better percent, 85 to 87% chance, even some cases 90% chance of a win. You know, everything now boils down to your money management. But I tend to just want to stick with what I know best and what's been working for me. So in regards to euro, what we're seeing right here is euro is going short, right? Euro should be going short, you know. There's only a little bit of pullback, but euro should be dumping. So this for me plays no role. You know, I take that out of the game. So now this moment of truth, let's see USD, because this will literally set the momentum. If the USD is literally going, what's it called? If it's going up, then we might not need to trade anything against the USD. All right. So the good part is it's going short. So USD is going short, as said on the COT report, and we see that short happening from tomorrow. So we're gonna definitely have pullback on the 1st till probably the 5th, but we can see that if we get a good position around here, especially because of the 33 years, the 3 years shows that that would be a very good peak. The 15 years doesn't really, it's literally giving us a double top coming, but the 5 years told us we should wait up until the 5th, right? Well, because of what we're seeing on the USD COT report, the USD might actually fall on that to the 1st. So we might have that short up until Wednesday. So Wednesday to exit. So what we can do is this, right? Now, we can actually check USD JPY in regards to that and see if JPY, because JPY has already given us that small long, and then USD is giving us that short. So we can check the USD JPY. So all right, USD JPY, and then we can check it against CHF, euro, even though we know euro is dumping anyway. I mean, because euro is dumping, I think I should just even stay away from euro in regards to that. So I'm just going to delete that against the euro anyway, because I'm not expecting euro to gain strength at all. So AUD, NZD, all right. Okay, and then we're not trading exotics right now. So all right, so let's see what we have in store for USD JPY. So USD JPY, what we're expecting is JPY to go long and USD to go short. And just looking at this, this is August, by the way, we're seeing USD is meant to gain strength on that day. So what we'll do is, we close that. That's literally a no-go for us. So we'll go to the next one. USD CHF, it's giving us a buy on that day, 50-50. We go away from that. We're looking for something that's going to dump the USD, right, based on the probability. USD CAD is giving us a buy, so we dump that. Right. And I hope you can see the beauty of this strategy. It's literally helping you to eliminate the trades that it's not really sure of, So we have the AUD, GBP USD. So it's telling us GBP is going down, which means that the USD is going to get stronger. And from what we're seeing, GBP is meant to actually get stronger. So what we're going to do is, for just those first 2 days alone, we're going to have to dump it. The strategy for that, September comes, we have that kind of move, but those 2 days doesn't really give us anything much. So we're going to dump that quickly. And then we'll go to August again. AUD is also dumping on that day, on August. So we let that go. And NZD, we're looking for something going strong against the USD. So for what I'm seeing from the ending of the month for USD anyway, based on the probability, it seems to be getting stronger at the end of the month in regards to, every other asset. So in regards to this, we would not even venture into trading the USD. It could look good in terms of price action, and this move could possibly happen, but because of probability does not support it, we've checked it against 7 pairs or 6 pairs, I'm not sure how many now, we will just have to dump it. Okay. So we move on to the next asset. Right, CAD. CAD doesn't really look good, so we're just gonna go to GBP. All right. So GBP, and apologies, guys, if I'm moving very, very fast. It's just that I'm used to the analysis the way it is right now. Just doing the analysis, knowing what to expect already. So that's why I'm kind of like, running through it a little bit. Give me 2 seconds. Got the baby crying in the house. Apologies for that. In the other room. 2 seconds. So right now we have the GBP. We're expecting GBP to gain some strength. So with the GBP gaining strength, we're gonna be expecting like price to be moving. Hold on a second, guys. Apologies for that, guys. I just have to turn it down a little bit. So basically, we're expecting GBP to be moving up. Oh, this is funny. That's not my baby. Well, thank you very much. That's not my baby. No, that's my niece. They came to visit, so they just came in now. Um, so at this time, GBP seems to want to move up based on the 5 years and the 15 years. Now, this is going to be a high risk trade, it's going to be risky, but I might actually do this trade because there isn't that much opportunity showing for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check GBP. I'm going to cross-reference GBP to every other asset that I can find that would be weak around this. We've already checked GBP USD. That's going to be weak around that time. So we can see, because if GBP is pumping, a heavy amount of money into the currency, in regards to the commercial, we might actually find something good and something that might even be long-term, because this is gonna, if this happens the way it's meant to happen, this could last up until September 21st, or maybe at least September the 12th, which then gives us that, as we have that gold trade running simultaneously, collecting that big juice, we can have that GBP collecting the same amount simultaneously, So in regards to GBP CHF, we have that 64% chance on the 30th. And then we have, I think someone's mic just came on. I'm just going to mute for a second. If you have questions, please type it in the chat room for a second. So we have that GBP popping, that 64%. Then we have that down day. I personally like it to be 3 days in a row. So it doesn't really look good for GBP CHF. So question. My audio is cutting out. Oh, wait. Whoa. What about now? Let me see. Is it better now? I hope it's better now. It doesn't give me any indication that audio is popping out from this side, but let me see. Hopefully it's better now. Let me even try to increase it a little bit so you can hear me better. So yeah, just got a few minutes left. So GBP doesn't really look good for the CHF. So I'm just gonna go to GBP JPY. We already know JPY is getting a little bit of strength, but not too much. So doesn't really look good on that. But let's see, beyond that, doesn't really look good. So let's check Euro GBP. In this sense, Euro should be going down. So we got 50-50, then we got 60% down for Euro. This is also a very highly manipulated asset. Damn, this just literally gives 50-50, 50-50. I mean, this is optimum risk right here. I don't want to take that risk, I want to be safe with the money. I'm just gonna let that slide. GBP is buy right there, okay. And then what do we have? No, literally, it's not aligning the way I want it to align, guys. So that's why it seems like I'm just closing them out, because if they don't align the way I want it to, I would not trade it. All right. Okay, that looks good. And then, okay, we found one. GBP AUD looks good for 3 days in a row, right? Now, keep in mind, we had the AUD going long, right? And we also have the GBP going long, right? In regards to COT report. But I know that when I was looking at GBP, these guys were pumping a lot of cash. So the trick here is this, right? The seasonality is what we're going to depend on the most. I mean, on the 30th up until the 2nd. So that's about, if I'm not mistaken, that's from Monday to Thursday, right? We might have a good opportunity to capitalize on the buy. And from what I can see here, we have Monday to Wednesday to capitalize on the buy. Then Thursday, we have that pullback. So what we can then do is we can do an analysis. We don't need this anymore because it's already gone through. So we can quickly check GBP AUD in regards to the long, right? Okay, here we go. So beautiful. So what we can see in this asset alone, ooh, this is tricky. This is tricky. There's something, just looking at it, there's something telling me that I should wait till price gets to the 50 EMA. But then that goes against the Monday rule. So, I mean, also price could actually consolidate. But price, I don't think price has rated the people that sold properly here yet. So I think the move that we might get is the rating of these guys. Well, exactly when to go in, I would not be totally sure, because really my mind is telling me to wait for the 50 EMA. For some reason, my mind just went, wait for this, because price always does that, that stuff. But right now, if I'm looking at this alone, price is at a range of support, but then it just breached the 20 as if it's nothing. So it's coming to the 50. Let me see what it looks like on the weekly. Yeah, price is on the weekly right here, just playing around. I can't find any support region nearby. So, I mean, this is the only support I can get for it. Hold on. See just a tiny bit of support right here, but I can't really leverage on that. Change that line a little bit. I can't really leverage on that. Let's see what it looks like on the daily where that's spotted. That's where the 50 is. So might as well just wait. I mean, on Monday coming, hopefully this gaps to the bottom, gaps a little bit downwards, and then do a little bit of, something like this. Hopefully does something like this. Quickly touch the 50, just like it did right here. That might happen. I'm not sure, because it's been trying to break through the 20 for a while. I tried it here, but by the time it got to the 50, it got the support. And then it's trying it again here. And then hopefully by the time it gets to the 50, it gets the support. So GBP AUD, I'm going to put that on tentative between GBP AUD. This is one of them ones that you have to be actively looking at. So it's going to be long, but we don't know where the entry is going to be. It could be on Monday. If it comes on Monday, for example, and then let's say you go on a 15-minute chart time frame, for example, price has gone over all three EMAs, right? Price has gone over all three EMAs and it's looking like it's going up, then you can trade that up. But if price seems to not break the 200 EMA and keeps bouncing off it and going down, then you might be well off waiting till the 50 EMA on the daily, then take your entry on the 50 EMA of the daily somewhere around here, like when price did something like this. So you might want to take that on that spot to to buy that. So with this one, I'm going to be tentative Monday to Thursday. I mean, Wednesday is the best. Just leave it on Wednesday. All right. So that's the one with the GBP. And then what else can we find? Let's see GBP NZD. Right. Even though the probability, I know I said the probability gives us a very good chance in regards to Monday, but sometimes it's just common sense. You just want to wait when you see something that might be slightly off, which is the 50. If the 50 wasn't there, I'll have gladly say, go for it. Just be careful right here, because there'll be a pullback right here. Price will just breach it directly. It would play around here a little while. But yeah, right, that's that one. And then we have the GBP NZD. Let me check what we go for NZD. All right. Oh, wow. Wait, what date is this? All right. This is tricky. We have 100% day. Wait, what? We actually have 100% day on that. 2 days, and then we have 100% day. My idea with 100% day, these things do happen. These things actually do happen, that you have a day you don't lose. It actually does happen. Last year though, we had a little bit of challenge with that one. So, but with this one, GBP NZD looking like 100% day on this one, I'm going to jump on this boat. I don't say risk your entire retirement plan on this. It's just, this is Forex. This is no binary option. But you want to trade carefully. On this day, we have 100%. Then the day before that, so Monday we have 60%. Then Tuesday we have 100% day. So what's going to happen is, just looking at a chart alone, you already know 200 EMA should be your spot. 200 EMA right here is your guy. This William is already showing that we're having that, that up move coming very soon. So that up move is coming from Williams anyway. So what I would do is, you probably expect something like this, like this, and then Tuesday following up like this, all the way back up. So with this one, Monday to Tuesday, exit on Tuesday. After Tuesday, when we have that 100%, just exit it, because what's happening is on Wednesday, which is the 1st of September, you have that pullback straight all the way down. It has that pullback all the way down. So you don't want to have that in your equation right there. So what you want to do is GBP NZD. So you want to go long Monday, exit Tuesday of day. So that's what you want to do. So Tuesday, we have that 100% day coming up. And what you want to do is that Tuesday, you want to just, as much as you can go in, but use your common sense in this one, guys, because that 100% day hasn't been tested during a pandemic. It got tested last year and it still held its ground. But this year, I don't know if it's going to hold the same ground. So, and that's, it held its ground last year. So this year, I don't know if it's going to hold its ground. Actually, I'm not even sure if he held his ground last year, because I've been on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know which days it was. But so far, according to record, it's 100%. So you guys want to just go in on that day, take what you can and run away. It's one of them ones like you're going to be like a raccoon and just quickly grab what you can and run away. Guardians of the Galaxy style. That's what you're going to do on this one. So those are the two trades that we have time for. I mean, we haven't gone through the AUD pair. We haven't gone through the NZD pairs. And for the guys that have the membership, you can always log in and do the rest of the analysis. But for this one, this is what we have. This is tentative between Monday to Wednesday. This one, we have the Monday exit, and it's a medium risk trade, except for Tuesday, which is low risk. Tuesday is low risk. So, yeah, that's it, guys, for today. That's what we have time for. We don't really have that much time. I wish we had more time, but I don't want to be going through this thing too much when it gets too long. So thank you guys for joining. And if you have any questions, shoot it at me in Telegram, okay? And I wish you guys the best of the luck trading this week. Take care of yourself, guys, and catch you later. Okay. Thank you. Bye.